Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. Thanks for being here. Just a quick little message. This is going to be the same beginning in all 3 months. You're either clicked on to April, May, or June, whichever one you've clicked on to. These are the lost videos from the beginning of the year that everybody wanted to see, that I was supposed to leave up on the channel, but I couldn't have separated them into pieces now. So now April will be an April video, May will be a May video, and June will be a June video, and it's for each sign of the zodiac. So you're probably watching a specific zodiac sign right now, and it's either April, May, or June, and the same thing will be next month and the following month if you're watching April. So we'll do this again in May, and we'll do it again in June. So whatever month you've clicked on, I hope that you guys enjoy them. April energy for Sagittarius and Sagittarius cross watchers. What do we need to know? What are the messages here? April 2025. Higher power and to the sea. All right, so I want to do to the sea one more time. To the sea, please. What do we need to know? Let's get, okay. All that glitters, chop wood. All right, the thing about the to the sea is leaving behind something that looked like it was going to be like perfect for you, and then it wasn't. All right, also chop wood. This could be a job, because chop wood for me sometimes comes out in, that day-to-day thing that we do. Now, this could be in another area. If you don't have a traditional job, what do you do every day? That's the thing that you're going to change. There's something about your day-to-day routine. You thought it was going to be one way. I'm getting the same exact kind of feed from last month, which is going to happen on some of these readings. All right, because sometimes we don't finish everything in one month, or we're not moving on to a new subject. We're still in the same subject. Higher power, your intuition's going to tell you. You're going to know because, your intuition, your higher self, spirit, God, universe is going to be pushing this through to you for you to say, hey, this isn't really all I thought it was going to be. This same thing, different day, or this is just not the routine I thought it would be, and I'm going to look elsewhere. That's what that energy feels like to me. All right, let's do it. Let's find out. Everything's been shuffled. We're just going to do a few quick shuffles. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good? What do we need to know about this reading? March for Sagittarius or anyone else who's guided. All right, let's take a look. One more shuffle. March. Higher power to the sea. All that glitters and chop wood. What do we need to know? Yeah, absolutely. This Ace of Wands, it always wants to be right there. But the cool thing is it's in the upright right now, and it's a decision you're going to make. 2 5s in reverse, which is exactly what we wanted to see. We want to see that change. Change is going to do you good. You're going to dump the burdens. You're taking action, and it's going to lead you right to your Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. How nice. All right, let's talk about it. Yeah, there's something. I feel like this is all going to come in for you right there, but you're gonna have to, I feel like you're gonna have to have the strength to make some kind of a decision right there. 2 of Pentacles. All right, and this decision is going to give you that Ace of Wands. All right, you're gonna have that Ace of Wands, but not only is it going to give you the Ace of Wands, it's going to help you make a change. I'm going to turn them in the upright. Remember, I feel like you hold the key to turning these all in the upright. Turning the wheel of fortune is a number 10 card to end an old cycle, to begin a new one. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups. You're going to love this, but you're going to have the strength to actually make this decision. These 5s are going to go away. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and we want them to go away because we don't want to be, having all this drama. We don't want to feel like someone's always pecking at us, or feel gaslit, or feel taken advantage of, or just feel how we feel like just too much. Sometimes these cards are just too much. It's too much. And the 10 of Wands, it's always too much, right? We're always at the very end of a long, heavy journey. We've carried those wands a very long way. All in reverse. This is exactly how I want to see every reading come out, really. The only thing is you're teetering on pulling these in. It really is going to depend on you to bring these beautiful cards in at the very... This has to do with your central issue. I'm going to dump one thing so that I can let this other thing in. And that seems to be a theme in your reading this month, these few months, Sagittarius. This really has to do with taking an action. King of Wands. This also could be someone around you, but I feel like it's you. I really do. All right, let's find out. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. And I did show you that you've got this Two of Pentacles, and I think it's working in tandem with bringing this in, dumping these burdens. Dump, 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 done. Spirit, and your intuition is going to be feeding you this, because right there we have the higher power telling you, hey, this wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Let's let that go and start focusing on something else. And again, intuition here with the Ace of Wands, which has been coming out, and I think it came out in all 3 months, and I might be in the same exact place in all 3 months, which is crazy, but this time it's showing up in the upright. What do we need to know? What are the messages? What do we need to know? What are the messages? All right, let's take a look at your, let's look at these aces. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. What is it we need to know the most about these aces? Yeah, the moon. All right, so the moon here is showing up in reverse. I feel like you're going to see these soon. This might be something you haven't seen yet because the moon clouds things, but remember, you're starting to tap into this clarity that you didn't have before is coming in for you with the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands, which is triggering, this is triggering your third eye. And the moon reversed also says, I see it now, whatever I couldn't see before. Tell me about these. I'm going to do a little switching. Well, actually, I want to look at all of these together, the 5, and the 10. Let me look at the 5 of Swords reverse, 5 of Wands reverse, 10 of Wands reverse, please. What do we need to know about this energy? Okay, I see it. The Tower reverse, the Devil reverse. This is exactly how we want to see it. So this is going to happen because you're going to make a decision. This is 100% going to be your decision to make. You're going to make this decision, and then this Tower is going to happen. But you're going to use your intuition to guide you through seeing the bigger picture, seeing where this beauty lies that you will create by making some kind of, I feel you're taking an action. Tell me about this King of Wands, please. King of Wands, what do we need to know? Whoa, that's way too many. King of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups leaves behind the past in reverse here. I feel like you're going to make a decision, and that decision is going to allow you to take an action that leaves something behind. Remember, time to go to the sea, leaving something that was all the glitter. You know, you thought it was going to be something really great, really. And you're starting to see every day, I'm doing this, but I'm really not seeing the glitter that I thought I was going to see. So it's time for me too. And your intuition is going to help you through this. But you're going to take an action, King of Wands, action to detach. Now, if this is a person, so be it. You could be dealing with a Leo. But I feel like whatever's going on here, it's going to be your decision to, this is you literally deciding to bust free of something. Devil reverse, Tower, and 2 of Pentacles. Like, I'm bringing down my own tower. I'm going to make a decision to bring in the Tower. And when you do this, your 5 of Swords is reversed, your 10 of Wands is reversed, your 5 of Wands is reversed, and I feel like you're going to call in all this really awesome energy because you're going to be suddenly turning the wheel. And this is going to start that whole thing in motion. But it does take strength. And I feel like that's why I feel like this King of Wands is your very own energy. It's going to help you pull in what you want, the star. Now, this is the 3 of Wands, but this person's calling in what they want, wishing on a star and moving out of the way of the 6 swords and into the boat that takes you to the peace. You know, you're calling this is like, I'm calling my boat in. And when it gets here, you know, the 3 Wands is usually standing at the shoreline, calling their ship to come in. When it gets here, I'm going to get in that ship. Why? Because it's going to bring in the Ace of Cups. And this is really where we stand, where you're calling in these aces of new opportunity. But you're calling them in by the reality of, and listening to your intuition about something else that really is, you thought it was one thing, but it's another. Or you thought it was going to go one way, but it didn't. You thought it was going to be this bright, beautiful thing, but it didn't pan out. And you're realizing, but something else will. So this is not all hope is lost. This is, I see what I'm missing out on by staying in this. So whatever it is for each of you is going to be different. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please show the love and slap that like. It helps the channel more than you know. Drop a comment, and if you have not subscribed, you are missing out because we do something every single day on this channel. Hit the subscribe, click the bell, and click all, and you'll get notifications when we upload, which is every single day.